Hunter Kaler, Seth Boswell,
Wyatt Ratzlaff,
Isabella Food,
Chelsea Lumpkin, Larissa Puck,
Cassie Wells,
Jasper Costin,
Alyssa Rogers,
Ian Chestnut.
Welcome back to another episode of Panther Television. I'm Seth Boswell.
And I'm Hunter Kaler. Today we are doing a Classroom Feature of the Week featuring our PTV class.
Now to Cassie and Alyssa with more.
Our video production class made some changes this year, including creating PTV, our student news show.
When I got the opportunity to teach video class, I felt like maybe doing a student news show could benefit not just the video class students, but the whole school. The video class students learn filming, editing, interviewing, and probably more importantly, communication skills. And those are all good, but the whole student body benefits as well by getting an opportunity to showcase their talents. There are a lot of good things that happen in the school day in and day out, and this video news shows gives an opportunity to show the public what we do at PHS. I've been impressed with how our PHS students have been willing to be interviewed and be on camera. I can also tell from the beginning of the year till the end that they're improving on the responses and how they're reacting on camera as well, so it's been a good experience for them. Putting together our news shows is really a team effort. Some students enjoy the editing side of things, while other students prefer to be on camera. But regardless of their abilities or talents, each student contributes in some way to each news show or episode that we do, and working together they've really done a nice job this year.
Seth and Hunter use a teleprompter, but sometimes it's still a challenge to get the lines right.
Our Classroom Feature of the Week will be for
Now we talk to Miss Elliott and her scholars bulletin.
our girls also participate.
They just perform at many school events. For more,
On Thursday, February 27th, regional journalism.
it's alright. Take a deep breath. We got this.
This is our first week from spring break, and some people took vacations on this break. That's not right. That's not right.
Daddy's back with another episode of Friday. I thought PTV was really fun. It was a great way to spend my time.
I thought PTV was a fun class to take. It was kind of hard at first, but it got easier throughout the year.
I really enjoyed teaching video class this year, and I look forward to some of the new things that we'll do next year, and I hope we have another good group of students who can carry this on.
As we get close to the end, not only do we have seniors graduating and moving on, but we also have some teachers leaving.
Well, I decided to leave. I guess it wasn't really my decision, but my wife got a job in Manhattan and started there October 1st, and her and my daughter moved there and started October 1st. So I decided to stay in Phillipsburg and finish out the school year. I've been teaching in Phillipsburg for 9 years, and this is my first teaching job. I changed careers and started teaching in 2005. Here in Phillipsburg, well, I've lived here most of my life, and I think we just have a lot of good kids in this community, and I think I'll miss the kids the most.
You know, we're all learners and servers, and I just think that that God, the Spirit, is telling me that there are other ways for me to learn and serve. So that's kind of why I'm moving on, not quitting, moving on. I taught over 33 years. I will miss the relationships with people the most.
Why did I decide to leave? I've been teaching for 47 years. My daughter told me, Mom, it's time. I think about the school plays that I worked with and the kids I worked with there, the gifted kids, the presentations in classrooms. I have been blessed by having the experiences I've had and the adults I've worked with. It's been great.
This last Tuesday, we had a senior awards ceremony where seniors were presented with scholarships and awards.
It was a great honor to receive the PEO scholarship since I was the only one that got it. I'll be attending the University of Kansas, a major in pharmacy, and I'll be using all the scholarship money to help pay for my college funds.
I received the Citizenship Award for the female version for 2014, and it is based on respect, responsibilities, and reverence of all high school activities.
I received the Governor's Scholar Award. It's a big honor because only top 1% in the graduating class receive it. I got to meet the governor, and the award is based on academics and GPA.
The main thing that I do to help students get these awards is just remind them of deadlines and when to get things turned in. We have individual meetings at the beginning of the year, as well as a full class meeting with all the seniors to discuss what they're going to go into, because a lot of the awards are specific to agriculture or education or business. So I get down, kind of what their plans are at the beginning of the year. Then we have individual meetings to go ahead and discuss where they want to go to school and different things like that. Usually the best thing for students to do to prepare for those awards is going into their senior year, they need to have the ACT taken, because a lot of the awards are based on academics. If they have that ACT taken, it's a good idea to begin working on a resume early on in your senior year so you can use it for a lot of the scholarships and awards that will be required. The other thing that they can do to prepare for those awards is make sure that they have the deadlines of when they're due, make sure they get applied to colleges so they're in for all of the actual awards at the colleges, a lot of which we didn't present today. There's a lot more scholarships out there that our students receive from the individual colleges, but the main things to do are get that ACT taken, make sure you have a resume ready to go.
To finish off the year, our vocal and band classes had their spring concert
on to Chelsea.
Phillipsburg High School Band and Choir had their annual spring concert earlier this week. We spoke with a few choir members to ask them about the concert and their class.
Oh, I thought it went really well because we did pretty good. We sang out, and yeah.
Vocal concert went pretty well last night. We messed up on a few parts, but overall it was pretty good. We sang out and mostly hit our notes.
We then asked Matt why he enjoys being in vocal so much.
I really like being in vocal class because you get to mix in with people who you normally wouldn't talk to, like freshmen and like all classes, and just people who you normally wouldn't talk to, like who don't do sports. But I mean, it's fun. You get to hang out with your friends and sing with them.
Along with choir members, we also interviewed some band members and their director, Mr. Schick. First, Mr. Schick told us how he picks the music that they play for the concerts.
I have a certain style that I want to play for each concert, and so we have a march, and then we have like an overture, then we have a little popular piece, and then we try to end with a march, and so that's what we do. And then the jazz band, I want to select from each period of jazz and have different styles, so after they're done with their 4 years, they've been exposed to all different kinds of music.
We then asked how the performance went.
Oh, they performed well. How they practice downstairs is how they come up and perform, and usually they step it up a couple notches after that. So I was extremely proud of how they performed last night.
We did good, I think. We went through a lot of contests, did a lot of stuff. We competed in a lot of different things, and we did really good in those.
With graduation to be held this weekend, we asked how Schick felt about the seniors.
Oh, the seniors was a great class. We had Wade Kennedy playing, Mackenzie Lumpkin, Amy Staple, Joda Smith, Justin Turner, Christian Van Kunen. They've been great leaders all 4 years and just did a super job. And then last night we was able to feature them each on different parts of the concert. So I'm really, really proud of all of them.
Recently, our amendment had their annual benefit, which showcased all of the dances and songs that the amendment had performed throughout the year.
The theme for this year's amendment benefit is empowerment. Mrs. Kennedy tells us how they came up with the theme.
Well, it just depends. Every year we get ideas from the kids of what they want for the theme and the colors and that sort of thing, and go by the decorations. So it just depends on every year how many decorations and everything we need.
She went on to explain how the songs were chosen.
Well, I've gone to a camp at Butler Community College, and then we just pick songs from that we think will work with our group. So especially like where we had fewer boys and girls, try to find some that weren't as many couple songs, and the one that did have the couple, it had a part already with girls in the background doing something different. So. I really like I Was Here. It just has a really nice message to it, and I think having the duet at the beginning is a nice way to do that song.
My favorite thing about Amendment is probably just having fun out on the stage. I mean, it's so much fun to just go out and own that stage, just express yourself, just have a blast, because that's what music is all about, performing. That's why we're here in this class.
Jamie explains how the amendment group learns their routines.
Usually Mrs. Kennedy takes however many people want to go to one of those camps, and they participate in the groups in those music camps, and then they come back to school for the next year, and and then they teach us the dances. That's how we learn them.
What I like about Amendment is getting to sing and dance and meet new people and have a lot of fun.
Senior Raina Tuck tells more about the preparations for Benefit.
Well, Benefit is just what we've been doing all year long, so I guess technically it takes us all year to prepare, but we've had the majority of the songs learned at the beginning of the first semester.
This year our track team has the opportunity to host 3 track meets, one taking place earlier this track season.
The PHS boys placed second and the girls third at the Phillipsburg track meet. Grant Wickham won the triple jump and set the meet record with a jump of 45 feet, 2 1/4 inches. Shania Wilkinson also placed first in triple jump with a distance of 33 feet, 3 1/4 inches. In the boys long jump, Phillipsburg took first and second with jumps from Wickham and Sam Sage. The girls also jumped well as Tatum Bartels finished second and Dakota Wilkinson placed third in the long jump. In shot put action, Seth Boswell placed fourth and Madison Dezine finished third. Dezine also placed second in the discus. Stuart Linneman turned in another strong performance, winning both the 100 and 200. Linneman was also part of the 4x100 relay team. He, along with Wickham, Hunter Kaler, and Trey Ellis, broke the meet record with a time of 42.95. Speaking of setting meet records, Trey Ellis broke another one as he finished first with a time of 50.25 in the 400. Hunter Kaler earns another 10 points for the team by winning the 300-meter hurdles. Gutting it out of the finish line, Mindy Gower beats out the Norton runner to finish third in the 800 meters. Wyatt Ratzlaff led the boys' distance events by finishing second in both the 1600 and 3200. Phillipsburg will also be hosting the MCL meet on May 15th and regionals on May 23rd.
This last Sunday, our Booster Club showed its support by hosting the PHS Athletic Banquet.
Phillipsburg High School, along with the Booster Club, hosted its annual athletic banquet last Sunday at the Newland Gym. After an opening greeting and invocation, athletes and parents enjoyed a catered meal, which is a tradition of this banquet. Each high school head coach presented a summary of their sports season, including highlights and accomplishments of their athletes. Coaches acknowledged their players' hard work and dedication, and often gave special recognition to seniors who will be moving on. Players also took time to show their appreciation for their coaches by presenting them memorable items like team photos. Once the coaches finished their presentation, award packets were given out to individuals. Those who lettered in their sports received their letters. Each year, some special awards are presented to certain athletes, including the Paul Gardner Lineman Award. This year, Seth Boswell is the recipient of this honor. Seth, who signed his letter of intent earlier this year, will go on to play football at Dodge City. Madison and Michael Dezine will get to add their names to the sportsmanship plaque. This award recognizes athletes who demonstrate a positive attitude on and off the court or playing field. To wrap up the evening, the Booster Club presented a scholarship to athletes whose parents are involved in Booster Club. They awarded 2 males and 2 females. This year's recipients were Carly Stephen, Grant Wickham, Madison France, and Stephen Sage.
Since this is our last episode, we felt like we needed to pay tribute to the seniors with a song.
This school year about all gone, so incredible.
Seniors now graduating,
unforgettable.
We made some good memories,
on to PTV.
Learned enough to get their diploma.
Now it's time to leave.
Class of 2014 now celebrating.
Got a future out there waiting.
We're out of here, ain't no mistaking. Oh
yeah,
we graduating.
We graduating.
They graduating. We graduating.
Get Jasper on it.
Let's say goodbye to these halls
and all the teachers.
We know that our future calls.
Get off the bleachers.
We'll miss you are gone, your wins and your run.
Learning enough to get our diplomas.
Now it's time to move on.
Class of 2014 now celebrating.
Got a future out there waiting.
We're out here, ain't no mistaking. Oh
yeah,
we graduating.
We graduating. They graduate.
We graduating.
That wraps up our episode. This is Seth Boswell.
And I'm Hunter Kaler. Don't just have a great night.
Have an American night.
Stay classy, Phillipsburg High.